members. This will be the third reoccurring monthly meeting that I've discussed about the services that the city is working hard at to address the homeless population within our city. As always, I do have a presentation to go through. I will ask Daniel to switch it over so you can see it, but tonight what I really want to talk about is our COLT activities. I want to give you an update on the newly launched SMART program and share with you the activities for the point-in-time count, and then summarize some of the other services that we provide, as well as give you an update on our navigation center. So starting with the quality of life team, they remain very active and engaged in all areas of our city. In January, COLT continued its daily coordinated responses throughout the city. They contacted 336 different individuals currently experiencing homelessness, providing outreach services as well as enforcement action when necessary. This was up from 251 in December. 451 cleanups of various sizes occurred to perform. The cleanups are generally larger in scale and require more time to perform than your routine public works responses. This was also up from December by 307. There were 123 arrests or issued citations for various offenses, and this was up as well from December by 61. The good news is we were able to place and assist in the placement of 60 individuals into shelter. So as you are aware, the City of Santa Ana and the Union Pacific Railroad have been addressing trespassing and crimes of public disorder along the UP right-of-ways daily, Monday through Friday, since January 19th. Since its inception, this cooperative activity has led to the UP contractors removing over 49 tons of trash and debris from their rights-of-way and ultimately from our city. Criminal activity along UP tracks has dropped dramatically, with only a small number of hotspots remaining. On Sunday, February 20th, and on Monday, February 21st, enhanced outreach efforts were conducted by the Santa Ana Police Department, the Quality of Life team, Public Works, and our contractor CityNet. This activity yielded 34 individuals being contacted, 6 individuals accepting shelter, and 19 individuals arrested for various misdemeanor and felony offenses. Now, the SMART team. Santa Ana began its enhanced partnership with CityNet on December 1st, the Santa Ana Municipal Disciplinary Response Team, or SMART for short. The newly formed SMART program, it's a pilot program between the city and CityNet. It's our newest effort to provide trauma-informed care services to address homelessness within the city. Santa Ana has had a strong and successful relationship with CityNet for several years, and through this program, the city expects to expand and enhance outreach efforts. Reports into My Santa app and a community call line go directly to the teams in the field. The goal of SMART is to provide more effective outreach and engagement while better utilizing city resources through a diversion of homeless calls from the police department and the Orange County Fire Authority. COLT, along with Code Enforcement and Public Works, stands ready to assist on any homeless calls where additional support is needed. This frees up law enforcement to focus on calls that require a public safety response or involve criminal activity. SMART addresses all the non-emergency homeless calls in an effort to increase outreach focused on providing services, addressing mental health, and helping more individuals transition out of homelessness. We do have readily available that you can find on our website. It's the weekly information of the SMART program, what it is performing in the field. This is a sample of what that looks like. It depicts the activity from the inception of the program through February 24th. As you can see by the red dots on this slide, it is active throughout the entire city. The SMART has responded to 1,804 dispatch calls, 309 of those from first responders, 250 were self-initiated proactive contacts, 170 came through us through our app, but the majority of them were from our community using the community line. In addition, SMART has contacted since its inception over 1,500 individuals, provided case management services to 492 individuals, and successfully exited 234 individuals off the street. So as you know, we recently did the point-in-time count. This is a biannual requirement from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and it's a shared annual count of all sheltered and individuals experiencing homelessness at a single point in time. The unsheltered point in time count for the Central Service Planning Area, for which we're a part of, was done last Tuesday on February 22nd, and the sheltered count was done on Monday, February 21st. 24 teams, 12 in the morning and 12 in the evening, were deployed to canvass Santa Ana. Now the count is complete. The County of Orange will compile the data, analyze it, aggregate it, the unsheltered and sheltered numbers, and a final report should be available by June. The last count, which was done in 2019, did show that there were 1,769 people experiencing homelessness in Santa Ana, and the breakdown was 939 sheltered and 830 unsheltered. Homelessness affects the quality of life of all of our residents and visitors. So we continue to collaborate and coordinate among state, city, federal governments, community groups, nonprofits, faith-based businesses, and residents towards providing relief for those that are homeless, and more importantly, for those that are at risk of homelessness. Santa Ana continues to lead the way in providing housing options for individuals experiencing it. As you know, we have the Salvation Army Hospitality House, which is a program that houses 75 beds. We have the interim shelter at the Link on Commonwealth, which we have 100 beds. We have a family motel program, and we have the newest Carnegie is going to be opening very soon. And not only does that provide shelter beds for the homeless in our community, it provides complete wraparound services. In total, the city has provided shelter beds for 499 persons currently experiencing homelessness during the calendar year of 2021. As of today, of the 75 beds at Salvation, 65 are occupied, and at the Link, has 41 residents, leaving 59 beds that are available. The new Homeless Navigation Center remains in construction, almost completed, and it will provide 200 beds with the ability to expand to 300 beds. As a further demonstration of Santa Ana's commitment to the homeless crisis, we are proud of the 227 current permanent supportive housing units completed and located within 5 different sites in the city. An additional 207 units are currently in pre-development or under construction at 5 additional locations within the city. So in total, the city very soon will have 437 permanent supportive housing units. And not to forget the housing vouchers that we have issued through our Santa Ana Housing Authority. We currently have vouchers that are set aside specifically for those experiencing homelessness, and to date we've issued 422 of those vouchers. So to give you a brief update on the Homeless Navigation Center, you can see significant progress has been made since I shared a picture with you at the last update. The dorms are completed along with the restroom and an outdoor play area. The elevator was dropped in by a crane, and we are working hard to keeping it moving forward. We fully anticipate to transition our customers and clients into the new facility this month. And that will be transporting, so we will do it probably in phases, but there's about 115 individuals that we will have to transition to the new center. And I'm available if you have any questions, or as always, if there's additional topics that you want me to present at the next reoccurring, I welcome your input on that.
Great. Thank you for that, and that's exciting news that it will be opening soon, and it's looking great. So let me go ahead and bring it back to the council to see if there's any questions or comments. Councilmember Van.
First off, thank you so much for that presentation. I love seeing progress and what we've been doing. I've walked the Union Pacific Railroad, and I might have sent in some photos too, because it does consistently get encampments. And if anybody's heard the news, the city of LA is dealing with massive UP Railroad issues. People jumping on trains, stealing packages, all of that. So I really do appreciate staff's work, because I do know it's been a long haul that began before I joined the council. One thing I would like to see more of, or just learn more about, and for the public to learn more about, are single room shelters or wraparound services, because I do think transitional shelters, interim shelters, and emergency shelters are very important, but part of our job and the county's job, frankly, is to help transition individuals from homelessness to permanent housing. And so I'd like to see, where we are with that, and of course, work with our supervisor, our current supervisor, Katrina Foley, to try to get more resources for Santa Ana residents. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Any other questions or comments?
A comment, yeah.
Councilmember Lopez.
I just want to thank staff and the residents that help with the point in time. I always appreciate seeing folks volunteer their personal time to help out, figure out the causes and solutions to the issues that we're having. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Councilmember Lopez. Let me go to Councilmember Hernandez and then Councilmember Mendoza.
Thank you, Mayor Sarmiento. I just wanted to thank our city manager for this report. I'm happy to see how fast things have came along. I too would like to see us have a report back on the success rate of us getting people from transitioning from being in a shelter into permanent supportive housing. I would like to see us, have a higher success rate when it comes to that. And outside of that, thank you again, Madam City Manager.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Mendoza.
My question is dealing with the homeless or the housing challenged, who were being transported to Santa Ana and dropped off for us to take care of them from neighboring cities. Has that decreased? Is that still an ongoing problem?
As you know, that's an issue that we raised with the County of Orange, and it's really two-part. A lot of it has to do more with the Sheriff's Department, as individuals do get transported to where the county has their central jail. But we are monitoring it, and Sheriff Don Barnes did make some promises in terms of not discharging people from jail at midnight, and then also engaging the services of a nonprofit to provide transportation services to those when released.
Great. Seeing no other questions or comments, thank you, Madam City Manager, for that presentation.